I am actually waiting for Jean-Baptiste.
Isn't he here? As I see, he's here as well.
Yeah, I see it. Because he's the one who can invite people in. So
I directly entered without invitation from the Google Meet classroom.
Perfect. And so you're the first. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How about you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. The end of the week, the end of the training, so a bit tired. For sure.
And now the new training. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. I'm sorry for the delay, but it seemed that we had a small technical problem without any support, which is kind of awkward for this kind of meeting.
No worries.
Thanks. I don't know if you were waiting in the waiting room or something, or you could enter the meeting without any invitation.
No, we couldn't. It's
You
the
couldn't.
meeting, yeah, hasn't started yet.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. So, because we're a bit late, welcome you all to this final session. As you can imagine, we today what we are going to do is to have your insights and your opinion on the training that you attended those last 3 weeks. I will start with a few questions about what you learned in this training and how to apply it into your professional daily life. And to finish with your own opinion on that. What could we improve? What you liked, enjoyed, and learned about this? Is there anyone who would like to share some experience before we start with some questions? I can. Okay. As the last time, I will ask you to. I already placed a presentation, a Geniali presentation, in the Google Classroom PRODIGE 4.1. So you can go and enter this one, or you can only follow this presentation by looking at the share that I'm sharing with you. This is, excuse me, the window. I'm sharing with you. And you will access to this live session, a Geniali live session as usual. So you can either use the QR code or the codes that you have in here in Geniali, or you can go to Google Classroom and just click on the link that I provided, or you just have a look without registering. That's totally up to you. And in a few moments, I will start the presentation. Okay, I'm gonna start, and anyway, everyone can join at your own pace. So this closing session will start with some book lab questions that you can see in here. The first one, it's about learning review and your institutional priorities. So for this, I will ask you again to go and to join a book lab. So as for the Geniali, you can scan the code, or you can scan the code and then by joining this event. And in order so you will be able to answer the questions directly and share your insight with the other participants.
Sorry, Valentine, can you on the share? Yeah, can you remove that? Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that there is 9 of you who have been able to connect themselves to the WHOOP Lab. Do the other have issues concerning that WHOOP Lab, or maybe you are sharing a connection? Yeah, 10 people. Okay. So if you don't object, I'm going to start with the first question finally. I'm sorry. So for the first one, I would like you to rate how much you feel that you have learned during the second part of the training, actually. So we are focusing on the technical support. So you'll have 10 statements, and I would like you to rate each statement according to the feeling that you of learning that you have felt. So you can choose between 0, which will be not at all, 1, a little, 2, moderately, 3, quite a lot, or 4, very much. And so your result will be displayed on this screen, hopefully. I'm gonna read them because sometimes there are some abbreviation that I need to read for you. So the first one, I understand the different dimensions of TS, so for technical supports, technical, pedagogical, and human. Number 2, I can distinguish the limits of duties between support team and teaching teams, so ST and TT. Number 3, I learned how to improve cooperation between technical support teachers and pedagogical teams. Sorry, there is the end of the sentence missing. I know concrete strategies to strengthen digital collaboration in my institution. 5th one, I understand how to support user autonomy, frequent asked questions, learning paths, and tutorials. The 6th ones, I know how to improve workflow processes and governance for digital education. Number 7, I understand the importance of feedback and continuous improvement. Number 8, I understand how to evaluate, choose, and optimize an LMS according to institutional needs. 9, I understand the main differences between Google, Classroom, Challo, and Moodle. And the last one, I understand the importance of organizing audiovisual content production for digital education. So, okay. So I can see that. Ah, I'm so sorry, excuse me. Excusez-moi, je suis en réunion. Vous pourriez passer plus tard, s'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup, c'est gentil. Sorry about that. I am actually at my other workplace and there was someone who wanted to come inside. I'm sorry. Okay, so we have 6 of you answering that. And so far, we've got, for the majority of questions, the answers between quite a lot and very much. Except for number 6, I know how to improve workflow processes and governance for DE. And I understand the importance of organizing audiovisual content production for DE. So that could mean that maybe it's not part of like the general usual tasks and duties that you may have at your institution. While the last person answer this question, is there anyone who would like to comment and to explain what they learned or didn't on those questions?
Yeah, I can volunteer for that.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
in the majority of the questions, I put 3, so that I'm not the perfect guy who understands everything here, but only there was a differences between different learning management system. I chose 4 because this was something that I covered due to my work. So I do know many things about Moodle, Chamilo, and Classroom. So, but the materials also supported me. In overall, I would say that there were some theoretical, more kind of part in the content, which was more like reading theories, not the theories, but not the practical content. I mean, compared to others, where might like differences between different learning management system or how to provide the feedback, etc. There was more like easy to link or to connect to our everyday job. So, but overall, that was quite interesting and also interactive. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I can see that there are new participants that have joined. So maybe I let you go through those different questions and answer them. Is there anyone else who would like to comment on your choices?
I will volunteer as well.
Thank you.
Yes, I as well choose mainly quite a lot the 3 points, because from one side I have such feeling that really I understood a lot, but of course there is the space for improvement.
Yes.
A lot. But here I would like to agree with Giga that, for example, with feedback and improvement, of course, this is our everyday life, and this is as well very important. And I think we have achieved this very well during our training. So that's all. Mostly what I wanted to tell about these questions.
Thank you. So if you agree, do not hesitate to interrupt me if I'm going too fast. But maybe we can go to the next question. The 3 next question will be applied for the 3 parts of the training. So as you remember, the first one was focusing on quality education, distance and digital education. The second was about the technical support, and the third part would be about innovation and AI especially. And open education, of course, with Creative Commons. And so let's go for the first one. So we have 3 questions, this one for the first part of the training. So which of those actions concerning the part 1, so quality and institutional readiness, would you apply? Do you think that could be easily applied in your institution after having followed this training, or even before? So the first one would be to start a benchmarking exercise to evaluate institutional readiness using 1 or 2 of the tools I provided, but also the other tools that are at your disposal in the training. The second one was to improve quality assurance procedures for digital education in your institution. And the third one, define or refine institutional digital strategy priorities. You can also choose several proposals if you want. There is not only one. Okay, so I can see that the majority of you we think that it could improve quality assurance procedures for digital education. And the 2 seconds are also maybe at your disposal. So I hope the training helped you with those objectives. Yes, and the second has at the moment a percentage of 83%. So I can see that the topic interested you. Okay. The same question will be about the second part of the training. So the same, which are the actions you think you would like to implement in your institution. So part 2, focusing on technical support, collaboration, and LMS in your institution. So the first action would be to improve collaboration and communication workflows between teams, to strengthen user autonomy through guides, tutorials, and FAQs. The third one, to review or optimize the institutional LMS with the choice of LMS governance and processes. And the last one, to improve help desk or ticketing processes for better support quality. And so I can see with the result that some of you have chosen different possibilities, which is great because it means that, of course, we would like, if possible, to implement all those actions. So in an ideal world, we could, of course, do all of them. Okay. Like, I can see that like the 3 first actions are mostly equal. And maybe the last one is more about in the technical IT department responsibility than the others. Okay, I'm gonna move to the last question about part 3. So the actions you would like to implement in your institution about openness, sustainability, and AI innovation. The first one, to promote the OER and Creative Commons resources within your institution, to implement more sustainable digital practices, and to explore responsible and ethical uses of AI in teaching and learning. So up to now, I can see that 100 of the participants, like who have answered the question, have chosen the responsible and ethical use of AI in teaching. And I can see that only one participant has, or 2 now, has chosen the promotion of OER and Creative Commons. That's something that we can go back on at the end of this session, because we'd like to know if you do use Creative Commons and if you already heard about them before this training. Of course, there is also the possibility to use Creative Commons and to produce Creative Commons as changing your teaching materials into Creative Commons licenses. But we will go back maybe on that subject later on. Okay. And another type of questions. So I would like you now to prioritize to rank those priorities from 1 would be the most important to 6 least important in your context. So the first proposal would be to strengthen institutional quality assurance in digital education, which was talked about in part 1. To promote OER and open educational practices in part 3, to develop or reorganize technical support structures in part 2, to explore and regulate the use of AI in digital education, part 3, to improve LMS integration and user experience, part 2, and to support capacity building for teachers in digital pedagogy, which was talked about in part 1 and 2. Yeah, it seems that maybe the format of question I used is not really suitable, because I can't see the ranking. No. Okay, I'm sorry, I made a mistake about that one. So
yeah, in our case, it says incorrect answer.
Yeah,
So,
it's not. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Of course, there are no incorrect answer. I should have changed the way that. So maybe some of you could take the mic and stating what are your priorities in digital education at the moment.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes, thanks.
Or at least I can start. So I prioritized the support capacity building for teachers in the digital pedagogy as the first one, because I see the process in this way. First, we need to explain this to broader audience and to raise awareness about that. And then I had explore and regulate the use of AI in digital education.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a hot topic nowadays, like how to integrate all this AI development in teaching and learning. After that, I had promote open educational resources, again, to raise awareness among teaching staff or faculty members.
Yes.
Then develop or reorganize technical support in order to have some mechanisms in place, improve LMS integration, and the final step will be strengthen institutional quality assurance and in digital education, because I'm not a big fan of the quality assurance.
Okay.
So for me, the logic is to prioritize first the measures, mechanisms, policies, and then afterward the quality assurance comes and checks.
Okay. Thank you, Giga. Thank
Can
you.
Can I say a couple of words contrary to what Giga said?
Yes.
Okay, I put strengthening institutional quality assurance in digital education on the first place,
Okay.
as it should be integrated and internalized well on the quality assurance level, as I come from that department. For the second place, I put develop or reorganize technical support structures. As you know, workload distribution is quite important in every higher education system. And next one is improve LMS integration and user experience. The fourth is promote aware and open educational practices. And the last one, if I'm not mistaken, I put support capacity building for teachers in digital pedagogy. I think that's the final stage to spread all this information or circulate all this kind of information in academic or inviting staff. Yeah.
Yes. Can you remind me in which department do you work?
Quality assurance.
Okay, great, of course. Okay.
Well, may I add a few words?
Yes,
It is very important. Well, I also come from quality assurance office, and I guess it is important for me to have right procedures for quality assurance in higher digital education. And also I would put in the second place to develop and reorganize technical support structures, because it is very important. I have seen in many other Western universities, they have the whole support system with recording studios and a lot of technical people who are assisting professors, but at our universities it is just at the beginning, so we need to create the structures in order to help them and then train the professors. Of course, it is very important to work on capacity building of teachers.
Yeah, so I can imagine that maybe in your institution it was like in my institution at the beginning, we teachers, because I am a teacher actually, we did all this technical work ourselves the way we could without any training and actual knowledge, skills on that. So it has to be developed and built by professionals, I guess.
Mm.
Okay, thanks. Is there anyone who would like to add something?
I can add maybe.
Yes.
So in the first part, sorry for that. In the first part, I also represent the quality assurance department. Therefore, I chose strengthen institutional quality assurance in digital education. I chose it because not only that I represent the quality assurance, also I think that the main changes starts from the quality, because if there is no regulations or there is no documentations and standards made in the institution, it is so hard to start the processes. Therefore, I think that this is the place where the processes can start. In the second place, I chose explore and regulate the use of AI in digital education, because as I have already mentioned, regulations are the most important to make sure that we have the ethical usage of the AI in all parts. It doesn't matter using either with the students or the lecturers. And the following one was support capacity buildings for teachers in digital pedagogy. So I think it is very important once the regulation is done that to support teachers with the resources that are necessary, and also the standard, also the technologies as well. The following there was develop or reorganize technical support structures, because as I mentioned, it is very important to have lecturers and pedagogists available technical resources. Following one was promote OER and open educational practices. It is so important to know everybody what they should do in that processes and improve them with knowledge, equip them with knowledge. And in the final part, I chose improving LMS integration and user experience. I guess last four, it's not like according to the priorities, it's something like to do simultaneously, because it is so important to, on the one hand, make some trainings, and on the other hand, to teach what to, to provide some resources for them.
Okay, thank you, Louisa. Okay. So maybe we can follow the next part. So we are going to leave WCLAC for now and to continue going back to the presentation. And now, because I asked you specific questions about the 3 parts of the training, and now I would like to have your general impression on the training, asking you to complete this Padlet that is at your disposal. I just clicked on this, the second part of the closing session, so the shared takeaways. So you can do the same. So you can you can have the access to the Padlet this way, or I will also share the link in the chat. Okay, so I'll let you access the Padlets. And I would like you to feel free to comment on your general impression about what do you think we should keep if we were to give the training again. So what should we keep in it? What should we improve? What should we add? Something that was missing according to your needs? And what should we remove totally? Something that you didn't find interesting, that didn't have its place in this training.
Sorry, are you supposed to add or write something right now, or?
Yes, actually you can use this small button. You can say add a comment, and according to each column, you can add your own comments for each of them, or only one if you like.
Sorry, I have a question about that.
Yes.
So everybody should feel that from the one organization, or like one person from per organization?
It's really up to you. If you have a personal, if you don't think that you want to participate, it's really up to you. Or I don't know, if you are together in the same room, that would be more difficult. If you are not okay. Thank you, Giga. You're always the first to participate in that. So you suggest to convert some of the quizzes into different type of activities. So maybe they were always quizzes and you would have loved to have different activities, that maybe there were too many quizzes. Okay. Everything is interesting. To exclude. Thank you. Okay, so you mean by one face-to-face meeting for group work purposes? So do you mean group face-to-face meeting with the trainers, or with your?
Yeah, like it could be like mixed members from different universities, like members from the different universities.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that could be interesting to have like an intermediate meeting.
Yeah.
Because it was like 3 weeks without any contacts and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we see like the weaknesses on this distance education, which is mostly asynchronous, and it can have its limits, of course. Yeah. The majority of the content can be kept. It looks catchy and easy to navigate. Yeah, that's the huge advantages of this general presentation. It's really self-explanatory and easy to navigate without any need for technical skills. Yes, some reminders, of course. And as you can see, this general presentation, the training in general, it's has been licensed under Creative Commons licenses. So you can also use these materials, reuse it. You will always have access to it. You can also find it on the web. And so, of course, everything that will be kept at your disposal if you want to reuse some of the activities materials. I also posted on Google Classroom, which will still be open, the different PDF documents that we created as some recaps and summary. So because in the Geniali presentation, I guess you are not able to download those documents, but all the documents that are within the Geniali presentation are actually in Google Classroom downloadable as downloadable versions. So we should keep the content and real life example and case studies. So very interesting, useful training for university staff. Thank you, Nino. And of course, what I think really interesting when we do those kind of training is that, as some of your comments were, that it would be interesting to have face-to-face meetings, to have reminders for your participants to feel more motivated by the task. And so, of course, we learn by doing so, and we learn that something that we should do when using digital distant digital education, what we should do better. And so that could be a good lesson to learn, of course. And so Maya, you suggest to use more digital pedagogy training. And actually, I don't know if you followed the previous training on digital course design, but if you didn't, because we spent an entire work package about digital pedagogic training. So if you haven't followed it, I can always ask you to the Google Classroom with the previous training, and you will see that there is so many activities and actual end-to-end training on digital tools. If you are interested, you can always send me a message. But yes, of course, you you followed the course. Yeah, I'm sorry, just because I had the name and I just couldn't relate it to you. So you still have access to that, right? Yes. I can't hear you. Yeah?
Yes, thank you. It is very interesting, and still maybe it needs even more and more information regarding digital pedagogy.
Yes, yes, and as we said last time, we could carry on doing digital training until there is no limit for that. And
Yes, of course.
Yes. And yeah, I really liked doing this training, and so yes, I would like to do some more. But there will be actual training on site in institution in the future. So that is planned in the future actions and trainings for the different institutions. So one of the keys was too technical, factual information related to IT and its specification, which can be removed, as the training is for instructional designers and not only for IT. Yes, that's true. It was not only for IT. Can you, Giga, can you specify which one, which quiz are you talking about?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, that was in the section 2.
Yes.
I don't recall the exact one now, but I will double check it and send you via email if you,
Okay.
if you wish.
So it was actually about the videos, about technical support in itself.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
had quiz after each support. Okay. Do you think that all, because there were 3 quizzes, if I remember well, there were 5 videos and 3 quizzes, maybe about those 3, that maybe they were too technical in your...
No, there was only one, which I
Only
recall. Yeah, but actually it was the content of the quiz was more like factual information, the definitions of some terms and etc. That, yeah.
A bit
But
more.
I will double check, yeah, and I will tell you which
Okay.
specific one I meant.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay. Google Classroom is available for any kind of account. I am using personal notebooks to access classroom material and for the rest of the training. Or I am stuck with my workplace computers, or you can use either Classroom or Moodle. I know this training on e-learning and tools like this, and we are supposed to use them properly. At least Google Classroom should be available for everyone without any restriction, whether I have personal Gmail account or not. Yeah, that's actually an issue, and it's related to Google Classroom. And in some of your institutions denying the access to Google Classroom. We don't know why, and we already checked that with Jean-Baptiste, trying to check what was the problem. But it seems that it's some restriction of some of the institution to access Google Classroom. And this is what I tried to show in the second part of the training, the difference between the different LMS platforms, because you have, for the first part of the training, you had an access to Moodle. This is our Moodle LMS platform that we use at HENALLUX. And the possibilities in Moodle are way more extended than the possibilities in Google Classroom, but that's what I was trying to show, that according to the needs, either one platform or another one should be used instead of another. In my opinion, Moodle, it's way more interactive, and you can really create more material, but also to have communication between the participants, the trainers, or teachers and students, and it's a choice of institution about the LMS.
Okay, one more thing. Could you please set English as a default language option in Moodle? It's like always trying to switch from French to
French. Yeah.
to English.
Yeah. The problem is that I do it all the time, and it always switch back to English. But that's something that, of course, that I should maybe check in the future, because it's like generally the same, because the account was created in French, then it always switched to French. And in Moodle, so you had to change manually the language every time you access it. Is that, yeah? Okay, yeah. And that's disturbing, because French not being really easy to understand and intuitive. Yeah, I should check how to make sure that the language is set and doesn't change. That's an interesting issue. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I will definitely paste this Padlet in Google Classroom for everybody to access it, and you will still be able to make some comments on this one. And of course, as I told you, you will still have access to this training Google Classroom. And my email address. Of course, I will still be available even after the end of the training. If you have any questions with the material that you would use, if you would like to have access to other material, I will still be available, even if it's the end of the training, and the training that I am organizing, we are organizing at HENALLUX, but we will still be available for you for any kind of questions, demands. Thank you. It was in. Yeah. Okay. So, is there anyone who would like to finish, to have a word, because that will be the end of the session. But anyway, as I did before, so I would like to thank you for the time you spent on following this training. I know it's hard work, as you do have a job. You have a work at your institution, and so I thank you for the attendance and motivation through the training. And hopefully, maybe we will see each other in Georgia or online for another training. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for all the interesting materials and taking time with us. Thanks.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you. And hopefully we'll meet each other. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Enjoy your
Thank you.
weekend.
And
Bye.
you again too. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. Hello, Nino. So we haven't talked to each other, Nino. Have you? How are you?
How are you, Valentine?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. It was really very interesting, and thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I remember that we talked in Batumi about
Yes.
that training. So yes.
Yes,
I'm
yes, and not excellent, I think, training.
Thank you.
I
So
really very appreciate and like it. Thank you so much.
great. Thank you so much. So let's keep
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
yeah, to you too.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, bye, Nino.